Every year, tens of thousands of migrants from Ethiopia, Somalia and other countries in the Horn of Africa leave home in search of work and job opportunities. They're fleeing poverty, conflict and the effects of climate change, among other drivers. They're trying primarily to reach the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and other Gulf countries, where they hope their lives will change. But their journeys are often life-threatening or extremely dangerous. Taken mainly on foot, through mountains, deserts, across seas, in harsh climates, temperatures along the way can be higher than 40 degrees. Migrants have to cross the Gulf of Aden, mainly from the state of Djibouti, and then pass through Yemen to reach their destination. No access to food, water, shelter, or medical care is the norm. Some migrants die of dehydration on the way. Many are targeted and exploited by people traffickers and smugglers, or exposed to human rights violations, including arbitrary arrest, detention, and torture. Ayana is one of them. She left Ethiopia hoping to reach the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but she fell into the hands of traffickers.
We walked for 10 days, mostly at night. We did not have enough food or water, just 1 liter of water for 3 days. We ate uncooked rice to survive. When we reached Yemen, other traffickers were waiting for us. We were moved to various locations. We had no idea where we were. The traffickers demanded over $1,300 and ordered us to call our family members to get the money. As we waited, traffickers started sexually abusing the women and beating the men up with iron rods, hammers, and women with an electric wire. The traffickers also threatened to pour boiling water on us.
Ayana's story and experience is symbolic of that of hundreds of thousands of migrants estimated to take this route, known as the Eastern Route, each year. Increasingly, women, young girls and even children are found on the way. More than 2,700 were stranded on the route in 2020. Migrants in Yemen, a country at war since 2014, usually face even more extreme danger, including arbitrary arrest, forced detention, face kidnap, torture, and sexual and gender-based violence, and are transferred to other locations by force. Despite the dangers, more than 6,400 migrants arrived in Yemen in the first months of 2021. Over 260 migrants died off the Djiboutian and Yemeni coast on boats often controlled by smugglers between the end of 2020 and September 2021. At least 32,000 migrants are currently stranded in Yemen. Sabir from Ethiopia paid smugglers to get to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to find work too, but he got stuck in Yemen and was thrown into prison for 15 days. Other migrants were held for over 2 months, he says. Sabir is now in a migrant response center in Aden, where he's receiving medical care and counseling.
We left our country thinking we will have a better life, hoping we will change our lives, but we only have problems here. We left our country thinking we will get to Saudi Arabia, not Yemen. We never thought we would end up here. Now I want to go back home. I don't have money to continue my journey, and there's no work here. I don't have money to start a business back home, but I want to go back home and do whatever work there is.
IOM, the International Organization for Migration, and partners have been responding to the needs of migrants on the Eastern Route since 2018 through the multi-partner Regional Migrant Response Plan for the Horn of Africa and Yemen, known as MRP. The United States Bureau of Populations, Refugees and Migration and other donors have contributed much-needed funding to the MRP to provide migrants with life-saving assistance, including psychosocial support, family reunification, and reintegration back into their communities. The plan also supports the host communities with community stabilization and long-term sustainable livelihood solutions, as well as other interventions geared towards strengthening the capacities of governments to respond to the needs of migrants. The number of children or unaccompanied minors found taking the Eastern Route has been worryingly on the increase. Abebe and Jonas are such examples. They were stuck in Yemen, but thanks to the MRP partners, they're being reunited with their families through a family tracing and reunification program.
አዲስ አበባ ላይ ስንገባ መቀባበሉም አሪፍ ነው። እንትን ምግብም አሪፍ ምግብ ነው የምንሰጡ ጤነኛ ነው ምናምን ብሎ ጥያቄም አለው ይጠይቃል። በቃ ሁሉ ነገር አዲስ አበባ አሪፍ ነው። በጣም ደስተኛ ነው።
On the 25th of March 2021, IOM, regional governments and 38 humanitarian and development organizations launched the MRP 2021 to 2024 with an appeal of almost $100 million for the response in 2021. However, the MRP remains critically underfunded and is in urgent need of support. Funds will allow MRP partners to provide critical assistance, alleviate the struggles and dangers faced by irregular migrants during their hazardous journey, and offer sustainable reintegration solutions and community stabilization to migrants and host communities in the remaining months of 2021 through to 2024. On behalf of the MRP partners, IOM expresses deep gratitude for all the support from all donors who have contributed significantly to the overall objective of the MRP.